everybody. Welcome back to Echo Arena VRML Channel 1. I am Psychaotic. With me in the booth this evening is Offbeat, and on the cams running the show is the wonderful Wonder Team Man. Offbeat, we have an awesome match to start us off this evening. Actually, we'll be climbing the ladder over the course of the evening. We start here with this gold matchup, and we'll work our way to master. But to kick it off is Atlanta Aliens taking on Azure. Did I say that right?
You said it exactly right. Azure, it is, you may know from that Microsoft product that some people have heard of. Few people know what it actually does, but it's there. It exists. Yeah, so we got ourselves 87-92 rank Atlanta Aliens versus Azure. A couple of names you might recognize, especially if you're familiar with our streams here, because Aiden has been one of the nice new big up-and-comer casters, camera operators have been doing good work here. So now it's time for us to repay the favor and insult him as much as we can live on stream. And why wait? Why delay a second further? Because the teams are in the tunnels and we're ready to go. They are out. Aliens on the left, Azure on the right. It will be Azure getting the head, but that's not enough because you do need the disc, and it will be the Atlanta Aliens coming back the other way with the first possession here if they can pick it up, but they can't. Aiden's got it and is going to get this cleared away.
Yep, that's a really good toss all the way through the mid. My goodness, down into the Aliens bubble, bouncing high. Where are these stacks? This one's actually going to get all the way out of bubble before Brayitos gets a hand out. And oh my goodness, looking for a tough angle 3 there, but no good. Instead, it's going to bounce down, bounce away there from the incoming alien. Instead, into the hands of the Simple Musician. Simple sending this one over to Arwen, and there she goes. She will sink the 2 here for Azure to start us out right.
Yeah, Azure coming out, grabbing the lead here. Technically, would be ranked as the underdog here, so, you know, doing good work, getting those early points, establishing the tone early, looking to see if they can't fight against those dastardly Vegas odds. A little slow coming out the tunnel here, but that's okay. Not a ton of pressure. Defocus is going to put that one down. Looking for Tropical Dude, but that's not going to connect. It's going to be a turnover here. Looking for a long, slow shot. Not going to get past the 2 goalies in the back, though. Queen with the disc looking for the clear, but no, that's intercepted again. A lot of pressure coming in here from Azure as Brayitos with a lot of time is going to look for Aiden, able to get the disc, but under too much pressure to do anything with it. That's going to be cleared out by the Aliens as they look to counter.
Yep, they're looking for this counter as they stack together, and oh, Tropical Dude in the zone, gonna get this one picked up and stolen away. Tropical sending this one over, looking for Queen, but bounces instead into the hands of Defocus. Fired back to Tropical. Tropical looking for it, and oh no, maybe through the hands or in the goal. I don't know which, but points will be points, and that goes in for 2 of them for the Atlanta Aliens. We are tied.
Yeah, tied up. Good counterattack there. It was beginning to look like we might see Azure kind of chain together a couple here. They were doing a good job on the turnovers, but excellent work. Settling back on defense, getting that disc back, preventing the turnovers from resulting in points, and getting good, quick counterattack of their own. Potentially another steal here as they've got one. They forced the turnover, throwing it down into the trap area, but they don't have any stacks coming in to pick that one up. Some good work from the Azure side to get those stuns and prevent the quick counterattack. They're going to send it back and forth here. It's Queen with the disc right now, going to try and send it through, but nope. Arwen has a piece of it, but not for long, as it is going to be cleared up, and now 2 people there, no one to stop it. Tropical Dude going to walk this one in for 2 more points, back to back for the Aliens as they grab the lead.
All right, here come the Aliens. It's Queen to Tropical Dude, and they will put that one in for the 2 off the headbutt to get the lead here. But plenty of time left on the clock. Let's see how Azure plans to answer back with this Joust advantage. It will be Aiden as the QB walking this one forward, sending it into the hands of Arwen. Arwen barely getting this one relayed up to Brayitos. Ito's under some pressure here, looking for the shot, but finds the shield instead, where Bill bounce off into the hands of Aiden once again. Under some pressure, looking for the cross, connects here with the Simple Musician, and Simple will simply send it back to Arwen on the back line. Arwen now back to Simple Musician. Simple Musician looking for it. Oh my goodness, takes another shot as well, but no good as that goes off the ding ring. Back into the hands of Aiden. They're not done yet. To the Simple Musician on the back line, looking for the behind the back dunk, but no good as that will now bounce all the way out of the bubble. Who's going to get there first? It will be Brayitos.
Yeah, Brayitos with a disc and a lot of time. Aliens not wanting to apply a ton of pressure. They're sticking to the bubble, trying to prevent a quick pass. But if you're going to do that, you got to actually cover the passes. Arwen finding some space open behind the goal, and that is an easy put away goal. He doesn't have enough time to react. And we're tied up at 4 again. A good close game here to start off the evening. 6 minutes still left, so obviously plenty of time. But hey, we're back where we started. Save for 4 minutes gone from all of our lives. Coming out the tunnel here, it is going to be Defocus with the disc. Send it up the right tunnel. That's going to be in the hands of ADN. ADN going to clear it up to Queen. They're moving up fairly slowly, but not under a ton of pressure, so they can afford to take that time. Not seeing Burritos coming in, though. Getting the stun and the steal clear. Not so much. Not able to get the full 3-point play. But instead, they are going to get it across. Oh, that is nearly Tropical Dude. Had an open shot. Not able to capitalize. Bounce back out to Defocus. Defocus can have that one picked off. Burritos again with another pick. Gonna clear this one out as Azure looks to see if they can mount a counterattack.
Yeah, Burritos eating that one all the way through. I'm sorry, I had to. But it will be recovered here by Atlanta Aliens first. It's Aiden on the scene, getting this one sent through right back where it came from through that tunnel. Ooh, bouncing around a little bit in the bubble, but eventually into the hands of the Simple Musician. Loses a hand on it to focus. Now into the hands of Arwen. Arwen now looking to get rid of it, but oh no, gonna bounce back into the hands. Oh, a lot of stealing going on right now. But in the end, it is Aiden VR there first, but intercepted by Aiden. Man, that is gonna mess me up. I just realized there's two Aidens.
Yeah.
Oh no. But anyway, Burritos now clearing this one all the way through.
I think it's because there's an Aiden and there's an Adden. Very, very distinct difference. It is going to be picked up by Aiden under the goal here, looking to see if they can turn this into quick points. Good pass behind the goal. Aiden to the Simple Musician, and the Simple Musician, as we cross the midway point here, is going to tuck that one in for 2 points and grab that lead back. Now up 6-4, 4:40 left on the clock. Onus now is going to be on the Aliens to see if they can push this one back and tie it up, as they have done so far this game. But hey, you never know. Might be a first time to fail. Not on that one, though. Very good clear up to ADN. They got a couple teammates in the area, but getting back, that is going to be Burritos with the stun. Not enough, though, as Tropical Dude with the disc. Going to move in here. Lots of space. Taking the shot. Tying it up. Back to a draw. Back and forth they go, and that's what you love to see. 6 is on the board.
I mean, Tropical Dude was out for blood on that one, getting 2 stuns, the steal, the one-on-one, and an 18-meter-a-second shot to top it all off to tie this one up at 6 apiece. However, with just under 4 minutes remaining, this is still anyone's game. It's going to be Aiden coming out as the QB once again, sinking that one into the hands of Burritos. Burritos working this one forward. No pressure just yet. Here comes the stack. Oh my goodness, sneaking up on him, but he does get the pass over to the Simple Musician. Defocus, though, the defense is going to be all over that, forcing the turnover. But what an interception here by Arwen. Arwen working her way in, sending this one to the Simple Musician, and we know what he does with those. He will sink that one in for the 2 and get the lead back for Azure.
Yeah, 17.5 meters per second on that shot. They keep going back and forth. Azure takes the lead. Aliens close it back up. Aliens are going to need to chain at least 2 scores together if they want to, turn the tide of this and kind of prevent that from being the norm here. Obviously, looking for that answer back as they've always had. Defocus is going to send this one down to Queen. Queen taking some time, waiting for the pass to open up. Trying to draw out the defender as they're going to clear this one in. A little bit of a bounce off of Double Diamond, but that's all they need. Tropical Dude going to get the stun. Potentially a chance for a 3 here. No goal. He's looking for that bounce. Not going to connect on all 4 players in the bubble. And so first to it is going to be Aiden as Azure is going to get this one cleared up to mid. Second attempt for Aiden. Second attempt is good. That'll get through. And Azure looking to see if they can possibly extend this to the first 2-score lead of the game.
Yep, absolutely. Here comes Burritos getting his way up to the ceiling. Under some pressure here, forced to reset back to Aiden VR. Aiden sending this one over across and finds the Simple Musician, who is happy to just back this one out. Simple Musician has been playing very smart this whole game, fully aware of the clock meta here. They're up by 2. They don't need to press until they're ready. But this pass now coming across, going to be back into the hands of the Simple Musician. Simple. See what I'm saying? Just chilling here, just waiting. Gonna draw out that pressure from Queen before sending it forward over to Aiden VR. Aiden on the wall under that same pressure, gets through Queen, maybe driving it in himself, looking for the bounce, actually into the hands of Simple Musician. All calculated, all part of the plan, and going to go in for the 2.
Yeah, I have a clever bit of analysis, but I think I might save it for the break in case we don't have anything else to talk about. But yeah, first 2-score lead here of Azure. No, that's a teaser. That's a teaser. You don't get it yet. You got to wait another minute 45 if you want the prime thinker content. Defocus is going to take this one and clear it up the right tunnel. Good quick relay here as they're moving this one up very quickly up to Tropical Dude. Tropical Dude moving in, trying to put that one in, but no, a good save by Simple Musician. But the clear, maybe not what they'd want. Doesn't matter because Aiden is back on defense, going to get this one stolen. Good clear to the opposite tunnel. And this is going to bounce all the way down in the clock. Really now the enemy of the Aliens, whoever ends up getting back to this disc. It is the Aliens, but with a minute 20 left on the clock, they're going to have to move this quick. And that's not going to help Burritos with another steal. We've seen a few interceptions from Burritos this game, and it's been really, really helpful for Azure. Aiden trying to make a couple moves, not enough. Queen with the disc, going to clear this one out. And they really need something on this attack if they want to claw their way back into this first round.
Yep, 100%. They need to force a turnover here, but no, Brayito's going to get there first, sending it up to Aiden. Aiden maybe looking for the mail slot. It's going to sneak over the nest, but right into the hands of Queen. She's going to slow this one down, but they don't really have time to slow this one down. Maybe trying to force out the defense. Queen finally finding that clear lane, finds Aiden in the tunnel. Aiden under some pressure here, just sends this one forward, but oh no, going to take a bad bounce off the station, bouncing around now into the hands of Brayito's. A good tap back, but it looks like the aliens are going to actually be the ones there first as Defocus sends this one to Tropical. They need points like right here, right now, where they're gonna run out of time. Tropical dude hitting this reset back to Defocus. Defocus working his way in, but oh my goodness, what an interception there from the Simple Musician. He'll send this one all the way through the mid now, where it will be picked up first by Tropical dude and cleared back through the mid.
Yeah, 10 seconds left on the clock. It's not going to be enough, but who knows? Maybe we can get tuck in a couple points here before the buzzer for those bragging points. There it is. Throwing it back at the goal. That one's not going to connect. Second attempt here. 3 seconds still on the clock. Tropical dude, no, and it's too late for that one from Queen. 10-6 is going to be the final as we run out of time here in round one. Going to Azure. Very good close game from both teams. We didn't see a 2-score lead until that very last score. So I think there's, definitely still a lot that Aliens can do to turn this one around.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, honestly, I think all that, Azure is doing noticeably better than the Atlanta Aliens with is what I called out earlier in the round. They're slowing it down a bit more than the Aliens are. Simple Musician, I want to call him out specifically because they've been doing so well at holding and waiting for that defense to come out and then setting up the rest of their squad. Atlanta Aliens is doing well, don't get me wrong here, and I'm not picking on anyone. I just think they need to take a deep breath for an extra second, pull out those numbers, and then work their way in, because they're winning a lot of the one-on-ones, right? If they can get that one-on-one set up, they're winning a lot of them, particularly Tropical Dude. They just need to wait for those numbers to present themselves, and I promise you they will if you slow down just a tad.
Yeah. Well, if you won't, I will. I will pick on some people. Specifically, I'm looking at the defensive side, kind of across the board. Okay, not anyone specifically, but the defensive side of Atlanta Aliens, right? They've been doing a good job of getting set back into that bubble defense, but an important thing to do is when you're playing a zone defense, you can't just stick to your zone. You have to pick up a man in the zone. The zone is a guideline, but you still need to cover the man. We've seen too many instances coming out here of where it's just been a nice easy, they've got that bubble zone, but there's one person open in the back because no one's directly on them. They're like a step or two away, as much as steps are a thing here. And they've been able to connect on that pass and have a good second before that gap gets closed, and they've been scoring in that second. So really, they're doing a good job getting back into that zone D, but now they got to actually take that D and make sure they're picking up players in their zone and playing a little bit closer, not giving them the time to grab that disc, react to it, and set up their next play. But there's a game here. 30 seconds in, Azure have been controlling it for the most part here, but that is a wayward pass. That's going to bounce down under Pac-Man to Burritos. Burritos looking across, open on the bottom, looking for the bounce. That's going to ding off the post, bounce all the way out. But unless the aliens are able to mount a push here, they're not going to be able to get to it, as we've been about a minute in here, and Azure has had possession for that whole minute. They're going to send this across to Simple Musician, who's going to look for an opening.
Yep, Simple looking for the opening and finds the pass, but a little bit of mishandling. Aiden does get back to it, doing some moves. Oh my goodness, Aiden, the one-man army here. Gonna put that one in on 4 defenders and find the first 2 points here for Azure.
Yeah, Aiden running cams on his own games. We know he can run a good solo show, and showing that off here that it's good both inside and outside the arena. Took them a little while, but Azure doing a good job of, just not giving up possession. If they had a chance they missed, they recovered it, and they kept up that pressure. And they are rewarded now with a 2-0 lead. First real time that we've seen the aliens with the disc this round in possession. Queen is going to get stunned out. Excellent work by Aiden, but Hubris might have gotten a little better of him, as tried to clear it all the way out on his own. It didn't work. Second try helped out by the teammate, and they will get this one cleared all the way in for a push of their own. They've got all 4 in and around, but no one on the disc. That's going to bounce almost all the way out. Tropical Dude with the disc. He makes a good play on it, and we'll get this one cleared.
Yep, this one going to bounce low into the trench where it is picked up with Brayitos. Flipping that one into the trench before walking it up the nose. Just eyeing up his options right now. playing slow. I'm a big fan of the discipline that we are seeing from this Azure squad, drawing out the defense all the way. Oh, looking for the cross over to Aiden, but maybe waiting a little too long as that takes a bad bounce. Aiden gonna get back to it first, off the backboard, almost in, but instead back to the hands of Aiden. See, that does not work. They're calling him the same thing. Anyway, Simple Musician with it now, just sending this one toward the bubble of the Atlanta Aliens, taking an unfortunate bounce. Queen getting to it first, but Simple getting the stun there, tracking this one down low. Can they get away with it? Yes, they can, as he will send this one over cross to Aiden. Aiden looking for that high cross over to Arwen. Arwen looking for the goal, finds the hands instead of that Simple Musician, and we know what he does with those. The Simple Musician gets another 2 points on the board here for Azure.
Yeah, 2 points, and that is a 2-score lead. We didn't see that until right at the end of the first round. Azure looks like they're becoming a little more confident in themselves. They've been doing a very good job on defense here, not letting the aliens get set up. So aliens, they've started to figure out what you're doing. So might be time. I don't know. You're gonna have to switch up something because whatever's been happening so far hasn't been working. It's been slow getting points for Azure, no doubt, but they are getting the points, and aliens really have not had that many chances to get points of their own here. But that, oh my goodness, nearly in. That's going to bounce around, but still open in the back is Tropical Dude. Going to put that one in. A really long bounce pass, but hey, kudos to Tropical Dude reading that, getting in the right spot to tuck away that rebound, and importantly, cutting that lead to a single score.
Yeah, absolutely. They very much needed points on that volley because after dropping the first round, if Azure went up by 6 or more, that's not a good look. But this is still very much within reach. Here comes Aiden as the QB here for the joust advantage for Azure. Aiden approaching the stack before setting it to Arwen. Arwen having to send that right back under some pressure as it is going to be Tropical Dude getting the turnover, getting the slap into the hands of Queen. Queen, oh my goodness, from 31 meters out, Queen has gotten the lead here for Atlanta Aliens.
Oh, that is what they needed. We hadn't had a 3 all game, and this at the most critical moment, they've finally started to make some headway, and Queen with that shot to seize the lead. First lead Atlanta Aliens have seen here all night. Exactly what they needed, and that is going to be killer for helping their momentum as long as they can keep it going here. But that long 3, oh, that would have been such a dagger to their hearts, but they're not able to get it to connect. Arwen with the disc here under pressure. Tropical Dude applying that pressure, but it's not enough. Simple Musician with the pass to an open teammate on the boot, looking for the bounce. That's not going to connect. Arwen, another shot. That one's going to go in. Some good, consistent pressure coming from Azure, and they do well to answer very quickly, regaining the lead with, we're halfway through the second round.
Good reaction there from Arwen, being in the right place at the right time, drawing in, going in from the shoulder, recognizing that defense was a little bit in transition there. Just excellent work as Azure regains the lead 6-5. But oh my goodness, and maybe they're looking for more. Aiden with an incredible read. Oh no, off the ding ring inside the bottom pocket. How unfortunate, but he will track it down again, and they're going to have another go. But oh, the incoming stack sneaking up on him and forcing the turnover for the other Aiden to then pick it up and send it through the tunnel. And this one's looking good, bouncing off the Pac-Man toward the bubble. Where are the stacks? Well, it's going to be Aiden VR there first for the side of Azure.
Yeah, oh, nice little move there by Aiden. Aiden with the ducks and jumps here today. Doing good. Oh, Burritos with the long 3. That's on target. Woo! The 3's really opening up here as those long shots presenting themselves. And teams have been taking advantage of it here. Burritos with an excellent 3-pointer, putting the team up 9-5. And that is that's Burrito's first score of this game, if you can believe it. But hey, what a mark to make as they have extended this lead back to 4. Time running out for the aliens.
Yep, time running out for the aliens, but it is not over yet. They've got time on the clock as Tropical sends this one over to Queen. Queen, under some pressure here, no numbers, sends it back to DeFocus on the back line. DeFocus drawing out the pressure and waits a little too long as Aiden VR gets that one picked up and sends this one. Oh my goodness. Aiden VR from 49 meters out. The mail slot for the 3 will get Azure up 12-5.
Oh, that Aiden. It's wild. We weren't seeing teams taking these long shots or connecting on them. But here we are, back to back, everyone chaining them together. But most importantly, Azure really chaining them together. That is a 7-point lead now with only 3 minutes left on the clock. You talk about a dagger to confidence. That will pretty much that's about as bad as it gets. You give up a couple long ones like that, that it can be so demoralizing for a team. And just like that, another turnover, potentially costly, but no, good work by the defensive stack. ADN taking that shot, that's gonna just go wide, but Queen is there. Queen gonna take that shot. Oh, gonna put that one in. Yes, Queen, as that is bringing this back to a 4-point lead. Yes, I did my own word sneak, but I mean, how do you give it up when she puts in a 3 like that?
I mean, absolutely, yes, Queen, indeed. From 10 meters out, that means that one's going to be a 3, and Atlanta Aliens ain't done yet. Only down by 4. That is a mere two-pointers if they can find a way to connect some volleys. Let's see if they can force the turnover here as Aiden gets through 1, pushing his way forward, giving the quick, easy pass over to the Simple Musician. Under pressure, sends this one cross, connecting with Brayitos. Open goal, oh no, but it's going to go off the shield. Up high, past that back line. Queen on the scene, getting the stun on the defense before getting there herself first. Queen under a little bit of pressure here, sending this one forward. Oh no, who put that Geo there? Instead, it's going to bounce now into the hands of Brayitos, who is looking for the clear, but Atlanta Aliens all over that one with the stack, sending it right back where it came from, back into the hands of the Simple Musician, and this time the clear is good.
Very good. Straight through, no geos in sight. That's going to bounce into a very dangerous spot. First runner isn't going to get to it. That's Arwen trying to get it on the second one, just out of reach. And Aliens kind of holding on to hope here. First clear attempt doesn't work, but right back in the hands of ADN, so that'll work very well for them. As the stack coming back, Aiden is going to pick this one up on the back line. Time the enemy right now, minute 30 left. They do still need 2 scores if they want to be able to force overtime, or just take the round if they're able to get a 3. But this isn't how it's going to happen. They're all rushing back. It's a 4-on-1. They've got the disc, but they're clearing it. Well, they have 4 players of their own, and that's right into the hands of Burritos, and that is not going to help. They're going to reset this one back to Arwen in the middle, and they're just going to clear this one, and no teammate in the vicinity. But I think they're okay with that. Good clear across the other way as the Aliens look and see if they can get something here with just a minute on the clock.
Yep, and they need it here for sure. Oh no, that throw not quite going to go as intended, but hey, it's back into the hands of Tropical Dude. Tropical Dude to Queen on the backboard, but under some pressure here. Hits to Focus on the way in. To Focus taking a bold shot there on the goalie, and instead it's going to now be in the hands of Queen once again, getting their first down low pass to ADN, but oh no, a little bit of mishandling there, and maybe they'll get back to it first. Yes, indeed, Tropical Dude, but he's under immediate pressure there, and that will be another turnover, but Azure not finding the clear just yet. Back now into the hands of the Aliens, but only momentarily before Arwen recollects and sends this one through. A whole lot of leeching going on in the midfield, but it looks like, yes, it's going to be Tropical Dude there first. Not able to find the clear. It's Aiden going off the backboard there, back into the hands of Defocus, and it looks like we are out of mathematical time. It is just a matter of who's going to put some more points on the board to take home with them. This one up high, crossing, looking for Aiden VR. It's going to get through Tropical Dude. Aiden getting back to it. He's looking for some final points here, jumping in, looking for the cut, but that will do it. A final score of 12-8 in favor of Azure as they take the Atlanta Aliens in 2.
Yeah, they do. 2 rounds, both by 4, both very close matches, but a very definitive edge going to Azure in both games. They're just playing, a little overall more consistent. They played that slow game well. They set up when they need to, and they didn't rush the clears, right? They took the clears when they could, but they were also able to identify, hey, this is the lane we need to clear it to. This is who we need to get it to, and they were able to turn their defensive plays into counterattacks very, very well that game.
Yep. 100%. And normally when we have a 3 block, I immediately transition into, yeah, we got to go to the next game because we're late. But this time we're actually a little bit early, so we can sit here and talk for a moment if we want. Yeah, I'm so blown away by the amount of control that Azure had. Like, they're not quite at the level of precision yet, but like, this is a team that you want to keep an eye on because they have the mechanics. I'm sorry, they have the meta, at its core understood, even if they're not totally on it just yet. I cannot wait to see what we continue to see from a team like Azure, but as well, Atlanta Aliens, their defense was impeccable this evening. So many turnovers that they forced on defense in their own bubble, but even once they got into the bubble of Azure, Queen in particular, all over everybody, forcing those turnovers before they can get cleared, and Tropical Dude quick to capitalize whenever you gave him a lane. I'm so impressed by both of these teams here, and I cannot wait to see some more Echo here on Channel 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Atlanta Aliens, you tighten up a little the zone defense and focus on, turning your stops into chances the other way, right? Because we saw a couple opportunities there, right? Especially at the end. You had all 4 of your players in the bubble. only one Azure player in the vicinity, you don't need to take the clear there, right? You've got your pass options. At this point, it's just level of communicating. So if someone gets the disc, they know they have time. They know they're not under pressure and have those pass options available. That comes with time. Give it a little more focus on that, and I'm sure we'll see great things for them in the future. So coming up next here, we are jumping up right up to High Diamond. It's a couple of teams you might have seen if you were watching Challenger Cup here. Very, very close to getting in. We've got Every Key, Astatine, and we have Toxic, a couple teams that went pretty far this past weekend. I know both of us had an opportunity to cast some of these teams. So, hey, should be nice to check in with them, see how they're doing, and how they are reeling from the disappointment of not making it to Master, and how they're going to fight to keep those spots for the next Challenger Cup.
Yep, 100%. I could not have said it better myself, so we will be right back with that game. Stick around.
You rarely can.
Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This cast has climbed the ladder a bit, and the next stop is going to be High Diamond. Both of these teams played in the Challenger Cup, and now they are facing off again. It is Every Key Astatine versus Toxic. I think I'm still Psychaotic, and as far as I know, that's still Offbeat next to me and Wonder T on the cams, and this is bound to be an exciting match. Offbeat, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I am, yes, indeed, still offbeat for now, but who knows, by the end of the night, we might evolve to my off-best form. So we will see. We will see. When Master Games come along, you never know. Yeah, we got ourselves a good game here.
I just realized Ender is league subbing for the side of Toxic.
Well, that's a fun twist.
That has interesting. But here we go. For those who do not know, Ender is most recently coming off of Avant, a very high master team. So this is going to be an interesting match for sure, and we're going to get into it right here, right now. It is going to be Toxic there first. Ender getting a hand on it here, taking this one low to the floor before hitting this crossover to Zane. Zane looking at Antihero, and Antihero looking at the goal. Will get the first two on the board here for the side of Toxic.
As quick as you like. That is 2 points for Toxic. Excellent start for them. Ender was there. Did he swing the balance in their favor? Maybe not yet. It was a decent setup pass. But hey, clearly something's up because we got ourselves a timeout here. 30 seconds in already. As it does look like Solar P is leaving. Maybe tech, maybe swapping personnel. Who knows? But 2-0 down. Not the start they were looking for.
Yeah, not quite the start they were looking for, but hey, with 9.5 minutes remaining, there is plenty of time left on the clock, as it looks like Solar P is back in, so hopefully just a quick game reset, getting back in here, and I think we'll get into this rather quickly. Offbeat, do you know off the top of your head? If you don't, I will look it up. Did these teams actually meet in the Challenger Cup, or were they just both there?
Oh, that is a very interesting one, because I know I cast both these teams on a couple of occasions. I think they did actually meet. It would still be good to pull up the bracket and see if we can see where how they fared last time.
They did. They did in fact meet in the losers bracket round 2. Every Key Astatine took that one in 2 rounds. However, the second round was very, very close. Only came down to 3 points. So if that trend continues here into this game, and especially with Ender now over on the side of Toxic, this game could go either direction, as we will now get back into it with this joust advantage coming out here from Every Key Astatine.
Yeah, it's going to be moved up. D-Wop with the disc, looking across, has a teammate there. Going to throw it in behind Aviant. Aviant with a lot of space is able to slow down, pick that one up. Look for that green pigeon floating high over the middle, as most green pigeons do. Is going to reset this one back to Solar P. Solar P with some time, sending it down below. That's an open target below the goal. Moving in 1-on-1 on the goalie. Dunk away! Aviant going to tuck that one in for 2 points. We got ourselves a tie game 1 minute in.
Oh, and Aviant feeling good after that one, putting that one in and taking a minute to acknowledge his work. Good stuff there from the side of Every Key Astatine, and we are tied up at 2 points apiece, barely a minute into this round. Let's see how the side of Toxic will handle their first joust advantage. It's going to be Goku pre-stacked here with Zane. A modification of the ace play, it looks like, as Ender sends this one over across. I'm sorry, that's into the hands of Ender now. I can't read. Ender looking up high, and oh, Solar P can read. What a read there on the pass, getting the interception and sending this one deep where it will be picked up by Aviant, and Aviant doing it again for another 2. There we go. Every Key Astatine is on top.
Yeah, they did a good counterattack there, taking the quick bounce shot, the style shot, because no one was in that vicinity. They had done a very good job of locking up Toxic, make sure no one was getting back to prevent that one. And they've got themselves a lead for their trouble, so, you know, good for them. Ender with it is going to send it down below. Going to find Zane down in the trench, but Zane waiting a little too long with that disc is going to get stunned out by D-Wop. And they're going to get a clear back here. A good chance that disc is loose, going to be picked up behind the goal, and Solar P going to tuck that one in for another 2 points. Back-to-back points, as it is going to be Every Key moving ahead here by 4.
Oh my goodness, Solar P threading the needle, getting just barely under the nest and then back up to get the disc and sink that one in for the 2. Good stuff there. But now let's see how Toxic plans to answer back, down by 4. It's Goku pre-stacked with Zane once again, sending this one over cross into the hands of Antihero, stunned out by that green pigeon. Pigeon sending this one low cross, I do believe, looking for D-Wop, and it will connect off the bounce. D-Wop on his way in, hits the cut to Avian, but denied by Ender. There he is. Ender, what a save, but not quite the clear just yet, as it will be intercepted by that green pigeon on the back line. Pigeon sending this one in, but now into the hands of Aviant getting to it. Oh my goodness. Over cross finding Dwup, but Dwup now back over to that green pigeon. Back to Aviant. Oh my goodness. Is this every key Astatine or Kangarillas in the bubble right now?
They are doing an incredible job of bouncing that around. Good crisp passes, always finding an open target. Excellent offensive play coming in from Astatine here. And they take a very well-deserved 6-point lead here. 3.5 minutes in. Toxic really needs to get some points here to stop, the waterfall of points coming in from every key. And they've got a chance here. Zane, with a little bit of space, is going to throw this one up back to Goku. But Goku not able to hold on. Aviant doing a good job of leeching and getting the bounce there as it bounces down and up and everywhere around. Dwup looks for the clear, but isn't going to get it past Antihero. Antihero moving in. They've got a chance in the bubble. Cutting in, looking for Zane. Zane is going to tuck that one in. Doing a good job of going undetected by the defense. Exactly what Toxic needed. 2 points. They're back on the board.
Yep, 100% what Toxic needed there. I mean, if every key scored again, going up by more than 6 points, that was not looking good. But this is still within reach. It is only a 4-point deficit. Let's see how every key answers back to that. It's going to be Solar P as the QB, sending this one over to that green pigeon. Pigeon under some pressure gets through Ender, working this one through the tunnel and keeping an eye out for the incoming pressure. Stack coming over across, so he'll send this one to Aviant. Aviant, with a little bit of space to work with, finds that green pigeon on the shield, driving in, off the head of a defender, almost in the bottom pocket, but into the hands of Dwup instead. Dwup looking for that green pigeon, and it's going to be a fight there in the bubble, but it's actually going to be Toxic winning this one into the hands of Antihero and sent on through.
Yeah, sent through. Oh, wild bounce, though. It's going to come back to the mid, right into the hands of Dwup. Oh, but that's going to get lost as the teammates forget where the disc and where each other's heads are. Bounces around, both teams trying to get a piece of it. He's eventually going to be slapped in by Aviant. Aviant is going to get to Dwup. Dwup taking the shot. Aviant behind the goal, not able to collect it. There comes all of Toxic storming back to make a play, but they're not out of it yet. A pass down below. Aviant gets 2 more points as we pass the midway mark here, and they give themselves a 6-point lead. Aviant with their game-leading 8th point of the game.
Oh my goodness, 10 points on the board so far for Astatine, and Aviant has 8 of them. But got to shout out the people that set him up for it. Dwup and that green pigeon each with an assist, and Solar P with 2 of them. They are feeling the love in the bubble right now, but let's see if it continues as here comes Toxic looking to answer back strong. This one all the way over cross, looking for the waiting stack as it does bounce into the hands of a Goku. Goku, oh no, that's a self-clear, some miscommunication there on where the backliner would be, and instead this is bouncing into their own bubble where it will be recovered by Dwup on his way up. Will get denied by Zane. Antihero with the grab, and then another, but eventually it is Aviant coming through with another 2 here for every key Astatine.
I had the pun of 8-viant already, but just like that, Aviant's just all the way up to 10 points. 10 points already as they extend that lead to 12-4 as woo-woo, the siren sound behind that goal for yet another goal. This is kind of ridiculous. Toxic really kind of struggling to find their footing here as every key is doing really well applying the pressure, and they've just had so many chances where Toxic's had to scramble back on defense to try and prevent a quick counter goal. Zane is back this time, is going to send this one up ahead to Antihero. Antihero with the clear, but no, very well read, but not well read enough. Oh, Aviant loses the disc, but gets the stuns to get the disc back, but keeps losing it as Antihero finally going to move in, take a 3. Some good continued pressure from Toxic, and they'll get a 3 on the board, which they desperately needed.
Excellent decision there from Zane, seeing Antihero on his way in with the open goal, and he will hit it 19 meters a second. My goodness. Excellent stuff there coming through from Toxic. Every key now only up by 5, looking to answer back with 3 minutes remaining. Solar P walking this one forward before sending it to Aviant in the tunnel. Aviant sending this one all the way in, maybe looking for the shot or a pass as that bounces beautifully into the hands of Dwup. Going back across now, looking for Aviant on the wall. Aviant looking to get through Zane, and gets all the way to the backboard. Maybe, yes indeed, taking it himself. Oh my goodness, another 2 points here for Astatine, and another 2 for Aviant. He is up to 12.
Yeah, the score currently stands at Aviant 12, rest of the server 9. We'll see if anyone can catch up to Team Aviant at this rate. Arwen, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Pleasure to have you around. 1/4 of this round left to go, 2:22 left on the clock. That is a 7-point lead right now for Astatine, and it really Toxic has to start getting some points quick here if they want to turn around this one round. If they want to turn around this game, because it's gonna be hard to come back, especially if Assassine keeps playing this way. They've got the disc back. It's Ender with it. Gonna clear this one all the way down, all the way across. Good job of connecting with that stack. Zane with the disc moving in, but they don't have the numbers. Look to reset back to Ender, but that is off. It's gonna bounce off a bow tie. It's loose. Fortunate that Goku's able to pick that one up, but another missed pass, this time looking for Antihero down below. If they can convert this into points, it'll have been after a couple of lucky bounces, and they will. But hey, sometimes you need those lucky bounces. Antihero gonna finish it off with 2 points, but a minute 40 left on the clock. They gotta keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, it is not done yet, but the window is getting smaller and smaller here for the side of Toxic if they want to come back. They basically at this point need at least a 2 and a 3 unanswered, and with the strength of this Assassine roster, particularly Avian at the moment, that is going to be a tough ask. But here they come. It's going to be into the hands of that Green Pigeon in the trap area. Not stressed just yet, no pressure. Tunnel is going to be covered, so he'll go over cross, looking to connect with Avian, but that is going to be a bit too far, and instead it will find the hands of Ender. Ender now sending right back where it came from, sending that one through the mid for the waiting stack. No, Zane not able to get there first. Instead, it's Pigeon with the leech, but oh my goodness, Zane does get back to it. Antihero, no open goal, under some pressure, sends this one back to Zane, and Zane gets shut down by Dwup, and Dwup sends this one to Pigeon, who finishes off the clear.
Yeah, cleared all the way down. Oh, but a little bounce off of the Geode at the end. Second attempt as that 3 is going to come in, not close enough. With 40 seconds left, we're a little short on time here, as it is probably going to be Every Key taking this first round by at least 14-9, potentially pushing for more points here. But that Green Pigeon says no, thank you very much. He's going to get this one up to Solar P. Look and see if they can extend that lead a bit. Here comes the long 3. Not quite going to get past the shield. It's going to be picked up by Green Pigeon. Another chance right down the middle. That Green Pigeon extending this to a nearly doubling of the 9 points of Toxic. 17-9 is going to be your final here in round 1.
Oh my goodness, what a grab there from that Green Pigeon. Quick to capitalize with the 3, and as you said, this will end us out here 17-9 in favor of Every Key Assassine. Listen, Assassine right now is on another level, right? We watched them climb all the way up last cycle. We watched them play in the Challenger Cup, but right now they are firing on all cylinders. You've got Avian putting in work in the bubble. Dwup is killing it in the midfield right now with the turnovers. Green Pigeon carrying it on offense as well, and Solar P holding down the back line. They're just on it right now. I don't think there's any better way of saying it. The stacks are so coordinated, so quick to capitalize on transitions. The defense has been phenomenal. They certainly earned all of those points that they put in, and that is not to say that Toxic is doing poorly, because they're not. I think right now they're just struggling a little bit with the speed that Every Key Assassine is putting forth right now. They're getting caught in transition. They're holding on to it for just a little bit too long, and I say that like that's huge issues. It's not. It's just little things that when you're playing against a team like Assassine, you cannot be doing, because they will take advantage of it every single time.
Absolutely, and we see how quickly they turn around. They've got the kind of that relay transition game working incredibly well. Like, it's the reason that Aviant has all the points. Aviant doesn't have all these points because Aviant is going end to end, juking out everyone and putting in points. Aviant has all of these scores because the team is moving them so well. Aviant plays their role very well, gets to the goal, and is there to finish at the end of the chain. It's an incredible team effort that Aviant is one part in. So we'll make jokes about Aviant being up there and leading the score and, you know, taking on the entire server, but it's only because of the great team backing them up, and it's the reason that they're able to get so many points in such short time in that round there. Green Pigeon coming in. Is that a 3? Oh my goodness, Green Pigeon! Foot to throat! Every Key looking to put this one away as quick as they can.
I mean, that is the Pigeon factor right there. I mean, for those of you who missed the Challenger Cup, Pigeon was not quite able to play in the CC just because of, you know, how roster rules work. But now that he is here and part of the starting roster for Every Key Assassine, it is only going to get better from here as we go into the rest of this cycle. That said, they've got to get through this round first, and it's going to now be Toxic coming out with the Joust advantage. Ender under some pressure, hits that reset back to Goku UI. Goku under that same pressure, waits a little too long. Dwup! Oh my goodness! Getting the grab and getting the 3-pointer there to get Every Key Assassine up 6-0.
Yeah, Dwup with the classic spinny shooty move, as it's known. Gonna put that one in for 3 points. A couple back-to-back threes here, only a minute in. Every key looking to make short work of this, doing their very best to keep us casters on schedule, which we always appreciate, as they've got a very quick lead here. And Toxic, I would be surprised if they didn't use a timeout fairly soon if it continues trending in this way. Enter going to find an open teammate on the ceiling. That is Zane. Zane with a little space, but no teammates in the bubbles. Going to choose to pass that one back as they move this around. Ender with a move. Good. Got themselves some space. Looking up above. Back down below. Anti-hero. A couple of good quick passes in succession, keeping the defense on their toes, or rather off their toes, falling backwards, trying to keep up. Anti-hero put it in at the end of the play, and they have got themselves on the board, cutting this lead to 4.
Excellent, excellent, excellent play there from the side of Toxic. From the reset to the passing in the bubble, they certainly earned those 2 points, and I'm sure they're looking to keep it going as this one is actually going to get fired through. Oh my goodness, it's Dwup looking at an open goal. A great zipper play there, going across the field and back to secure the 3-pointer there for every key Astatine, and 8-second goal time.
8 seconds. Wow. Just when you think Toxic, when Toxic is building some momentum, they're starting to get their confidence back. They've had a good chain together. We talk about how nice it is, but we can't even sit here and talk about it long, because right back the other way is just every key doing it better. Oh, look at that. Another steal, another 3. Guess who? It's Aviant. They've got a 10-point lead here. We're only a quarter of the way through this round. 2.5 minutes, 12 points. Wow. Every key is looking for the speed run.
Yeah, I mean, they are, as Sir Dimly would say, on a pace right now. The Toxic has got to find a way to slow down if they want a shot at sending this to round 3. It's going to be Ender looking to send this one through the tunnel, but oh yes, Goku getting back to it, getting that quick pass over to Zane. Zane slapping this one over to Antihero, now back over to Ender. Ender working his way forward, but Solar P in the goal is not going to let him take the shot. Instead, he's going to have to go over across to Zane and gets his pocket picked by that green Pigeon. Pigeon sending this one all the way through, bouncing off the wall into the hands of Aviant first, but the drive-by stun comes through and Zane gets the pickup instead, but it's going to be intercepted immediately by that green Pigeon, sending that one back where it came from. Stacks in the area looking to track it down, but it is going to be a Toxic player there first, slapping this one away to Solar, to Dwup for the 2. Oh my goodness, what a play there from the side of Astatine. They are on the board again.
Watching that from the sideline, you can see Dwup just filling that gap perfectly wide open there in front of the net, and if you leave a player like Dwup wide open in front of the net, it's probably going to result in points. And indeed it does. They've got themselves a 12-point lead here now, up 14-2. Goku going to try and turn this back for Toxic. Has Ender on the sideline. Ender moving in with Aviant in coverage. Aviant stepping forward. Going to miss it, but applies enough pressure. Oh, a very nice give and go there between Ender and Antihero. Ender with it. Oh, a very nice move. Moving in, passing it across, and tucked in Zane. Excellent give and go to set that up. A good fake from Ender to buy the space, and then setting up Zane expertly to get some much needed points as they cut this lead. Well, they take a small bite out of the massive 25-inch extra large pizza pie that is the every key lead.
That's one way of putting it. That green Pigeon sending that one through to Dwup. Dwup looking for the open lane, but Goku telling him a no. He's going to send this one through the low mid. Gets a good bounce all the way through off the bow tie, where it will be tracked down first here by the incoming stack. Goku slapping this one forward, but every key is home in their own bubble if they can get there first. Yes, they can. It will be Dwup sending this one through now, taking a good bounce through the tunnel. Oh my goodness, getting through that back liner, but the speed there from Toxic will let them get there first, and Ender will send this one through the tunnel, bouncing good.
Yeah, bouncing under the goal. It's going to be picked up. Lots of teammates there, but no defense, but they're not able to capitalize. Oh, and that one hurts. They're going to clear this back. They maintain possession of the disc. That was a good chance for some quick points, and they're not able to capitalize. Another try here. Antihero coming in. They've got a couple members, but no, that passes off. A little miscommunication there. One player going for the stun, the other trying for the pass. And that's the danger. Even if you have a quality league sub like Ender coming in, if you're playing with someone you haven't played with a ton, it's gonna hurt on these communication issues where you're not used to playing with someone and not used to their playstyle. That green Pigeon with the disc now is gonna move in, has some time. Gonna just kind of take that time, pace it back. Looks like they're not going for the speed run anymore. We're trying to slow it down. Ender with a good steal though, and is gonna turn this back around. Toxic looking to see if they can score some points back.
Yep, they're looking for it. It's Goku UI with the open lane, and he don't miss those. The assist from Ender, and that will go in for the 3. And they're not out of time yet, but they really need to start connecting some more of those as they cut the lead down to just 7.
Yeah, they are. Yes, you in the chat noticing that? Yes, it doesn't say who won round one, but yeah, it was every key winning that one. And whoa, bouncing around here as the disc is going to end up in the hands of Aviant. Aviant with the disc going to move up here, clearing it in, trying to bounce it off the back wall, looking for a teammate coming across the other side. But there wasn't one. Green Pigeon coming in late, going to get stunned out by Ender. And Ender is going to get a good clear here. Oh, past Solar P, and that's setting up a chance for Goku. Goku with 3 points. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Suddenly, it's a 2-score game.
I was
Yeah,
about to say,
Minty,
yes,
say
never mind.
GG's. Get out of
Minty
here,
literally
Minty.
just before that 3 went in said that this is pretty much GG's and then goes, oh, never mind. I mean, that's accurate. This is the side of Toxic has finally figured it out. They are on a roll right now and have cut the lead down to just 4 points. So Team needs to tighten it up here if they want to take it in 2, or Toxic could be sending this one to a round 3. We'll see as Aviant looks to get this one sent through the tunnel, but it's tracked down by the Toxic stack instead. Pocket picked by Dwup though. Good read, and he'll get this one sent through, but not away just yet. Now into the hands of that Green Pigeon, looking for the high shot, but that's going to bounce instead off the back line into the hands of Solar P, and Solar P, oh no, looking for the harsh angle there, but it is going to bounce out of the bubble into the hands of Pigeon instead, who will get his pocket picked by Ender, and Ender looking to set up the Toxic team as he sends this one all the way through into the hands of Goku. Pressure on the goalie, but pressure on him as well. Not able to get the shot off, but with a little help from Zane, that will go in for the 2, and we have got a 2-point game on our hands right now.
Definitely didn't see this coming as we had a 10-point lead 2.5 minutes into the round, but all of a sudden, Toxic remembered how to play Echo Arena, and it looks like that might just be enough. If they keep playing at this rate, there's no reason they can't grab that lead back. They're only 1 score out at this point. Solar P with the disc, looking, sending up ahead to Dwup with the disc. They're looking to see if they can get some points here, because it's been quite a run from Toxic. If you're every key, you really just want to get, like, you know what, let's get 1. Let's get some points on the board. And they've got a chance here to fill the bubble. Dwup is open on the shield, and that is 2 points. You cannot leave Dwup open like that in front. That's going to cost them 4-point lead restored, and now looking back at the clock as Toxic is going to be fighting it.
Yep, they are fighting, and with 1.5 minutes remaining, they do not have a lot of time to fight. We'll see, though, if they can make this one work. It's going to be Goku sending this one forward a bit too far in front of the intended recipient, so that's an easy pickup there for that Green Pigeon. Pigeon looking for the clear, connects with the waiting stack. It's Avian eyeing up this 3, but finds the low part of shield instead, but that's okay. Dwup on the scene will get the pickup, the recovery, and the 3 here for every key.
Every key waking up. They put a couple back-to-back points together. The 7-point lead has been restored, and that is probably going to do it. 1 minute left on the clock is probably not enough here. So, Minty, we concede. You're right. It probably was GG's. We'll give that one to you. You can have this one. It is going to be picked up here. Intercepted by Dwup. Dwup going to send it in. Aviant's kind of chasing below. Is going to be the first to the disc after a couple bounces. No, not first to the disc. Not able to read that. Ender's going to pick this one up. And Toxic with 1 more chance. They're going to clear it down. See if they can't make something happen here.
Oh, but with that clear, no, not clear just yet. It is going to be Ender with a beautiful interception, eyeing up the open lane, but oh no, going to go off the Geo instead, where it will be recovered by Avian and sent on through the waiting stack. Picking this one up, it's Dwup looking at that open goal, but the stack there from Toxic will tell him no. Ender getting the interception and getting this one sent all the way through. Zane gonna chase it, but no, it's going to be Acetine there first, slapping this one away, and with 5 seconds remaining, it is just a matter of can they track this one down for one final half court. That Green Pigeon lining it up and unleashing, but too slow, and that will do it here for the round, for the game, as every key Acetine takes this one in 2 rounds, 19-12.
Yeah, it was a pretty wild game. They exploded out to the big lead, gave it up almost as quickly, but then realized what they were capable of. Put it back together and accomplished that 7-point lead. Hey, we noticed right before the game, ooh, Ender's coming in as a sub. Could this turn things around? And look, Ender played well, but obviously every key firing on all cylinders as a team here this game, doing incredible teamwork. This is why they're currently sitting, you know, at the top of all Diamond teams right now, and that's a position they're going to look to hold here. And I don't see any reason why they shouldn't if they keep playing this way.
Yep, 100%. And we have 5 minutes until our next game. Like I told you guys, we are climbing the ladder this evening. We started out with Atlanta Aliens versus Azure. We stopped here for Every Key Assassine versus Toxic. And next stop will be a master match as we have W taking on Hot Drop. If you watched the Challenger Cup, you know that W was one of the teams that took a master spot starting in this cycle. So I believe this is, I think, their first match in master, unless they played earlier this week. But either way, it is sure to be a great match. So you guys should definitely stick around for that as we go for a quick break.
Yes.
here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your Quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Spark Links, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Spark link, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match.
We're back! Welcome back, everyone. We got a couple of fun surprises here, because yes, as we mentioned going into the break, we do have some Master Action W, freshly minted from the hot bowels of the Challenger Cup and into Master. They're going to be taking on Hot Drop, one of the more established teams in that Master division. And fun surprise, you know him from literally the game that just happened. But it does look like Hot Drop is going to be pulling in a league sub, and wouldn't you know it, there just so happens to be this well-established player ready and warmed up to go. That's Ender. Ender making a debut playing with average Kaznaz Snipe versus the Jake Giggity Gow, Bloop, and Citizen of the Contender W team. So should be a real fun one coming in here.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely should be. Seeing W playing against the established Master teams now is going to be a good time. And hey, you know, this hot drop roster, say that 10 times fast, went through some changes between cycles, lost a couple players, gained a couple players, but now, and even with the League Sub, now we get to see how does that all come together. Will they be able to keep it together enough to take on W, or will W be getting their first Master W? We'll see as we go into round one, and W is there first with time to spare. It's Bloop sending this one over to Citizen, now down low, finding Jake on the floor. Jake driving up, hitting Citizen on the way in, but Kaznaz, oh my goodness, what a save. Gets this one sent out of the bubble, but not out yet. Snipe gets the recovery and then clears it through.
Yeah, they had a 3-on-1. W had a good chance to open this one out strong, but instead aren't able to connect. Oh, long three nearly gets through if it weren't for that nasty little Pac-Man. But who's there for the rebound? That is Snipe. And what does Snipe do? Long range shots, taking the 3 and putting that one in with 30 seconds in. W had a chance to claim that early lead, but instead right back the other way. It is going to be Hot Drop with 3 points of their own. We're not far in, and they've got themselves the lead. Time to see how W will answer.
You had the opportunity to call Snipe a sniper with that harsh angle, and you choose to go, we know what he does, hits the long 3. Offbeat, I'm ashamed of you. All right, here comes W. It's going to be Jake hitting this cross over to Citizen, and Citizen return fire here from the side of W will sink in the 2. Not quite a 3, but at this point, points are points, and they will get themselves back to within 1.
Look, anyone can make the joke. It takes a real artist to make the anti-joke, and I will always take the anti-joke. Yeah, they got themselves 2 points back the other way. Good answer coming in from W, but now to see if they can play some defense. It is going to be Kaznaz with the disc, looking across, gets it away off to the teammate Average. Average on the sideline makes a very, below average pass. Looking for the teammate is not going to connect, but guess what? Snipe with the disc, getting a good steal back, bailing out Average. Cross over to Ender. Ender looking, there's 3 goalies, thinking, can I get past 3 goalies? Maybe not. I'll back this one out. And continues backing out, looking for a teammate. Eventually going to reset that one back to Average, moving down underneath. He's going to send it across, back to the shoulder, back and forth. They go, but not able to finish. Bloop is going to pick it up under the goal, clear this out for W, and maybe they've got a chance here to steal that lead.
Yep, maybe they've got a chance. It is Snipe getting the recovery. Snipe now over across to Ender. Ender hitting that cut in, and Kaznaz finding redemption on that one. We'll look at the 2-pointer on the board as now we see Hot Drop go up 5-2. This is still a very, very close game, and barely any time off of the clock, excuse me. We're barely 2 minutes in, so now let's see how W plans to answer back. Will they find the tie-up here or get some points on the board? I don't know, but it's going to be Giggity Gal sending this one over cross to Citizen. Citizen hitting that low cross back down to Jake. Now over to Bloop. Shot lane not open, so they're going to have to do some passing over to Jake, and Jake, oh my goodness, what a duck, gets that one in for the 2, as W is now keeping this to within a 1-point difference.
Yeah, Jake with the moves, as Psychic coined earlier this game. Jake on the floor, as he's becoming well known. Doing good work to put that one in for 2 points and answer back for the quick W attack. But just right now, it is going to be Kaznaz with the disc. Moving up, waiting, trying to draw out that jouster, and it will be Bloop getting stunned out as Kaznaz does good work, get the pass, and then gets back open into a lane to allow for that return. And they're moving up quickly here. Long 3 coming in from Ender. Ender gonna put that one in, putting in work as the league sub, and crucially making this a 2-score game now up 8-4.
Listen, when you've got a, when you're playing against a team that has a league sub in, you can usually, sometimes rely on, okay, they're not going to have as good stacks or as good chemistry, but what's not affected is that league sub's ability to shoot, and we have seen Ender hit those game after game, season after season. Nothing different here, as he now gets hot drop up by 4. But W is looking to answer back, and now it's in the hands of Jake. Up high, cross, looking for Bloop. Oh no, that one not quite going to go as intended. Instead, it's going to be back into the hands of Snipe, sending this one over cross for the waiting stack. But those stacks get broken up, and this one's going to be loose. Who's going to be there first? It looks like Citizen, but no is going to take a bounce down low instead into the hands of Average. Average under some pressure here, just hits this reset back. And oh no, that's actually a self-clear if they can get a stack together fast enough. No, Snipe will get back to it and set up hot drop for another go. I'm kidding. I'm lying. I'm trying to hand this off, but it keeps changing hands, and it is going to be W sending this one through, but now back into the hands of Kaznaz.
Kaznaz is going to find Average. Average going to dipsy-doodle through the tunnel. Not a ton of pressure, so going to take some time, let the teammate set up. And there is a teammate setup. Snipe with the disc, moving in for the 3. No, sends it down below the floor. Good bounce shot, but an even better save. I believe that was Giggity Gao with the save. Incredible work, but they're not out of hot water yet. Kaznaz moving in, looking for that pass, not going to connect. Citizen's able to scoop up the rebound and get the clear, as W doing a good job here of, on the defensive side, keeping that out of the goal, but it hasn't translated into a scoring opportunity the other way, because here comes that backstack, putting in work, getting back to that goal, and now applying some pressure. Average with the shot. No, that dings out. Not able to connect. It was coming in. There was an open chance. Average is just going to reset this one back, as it is going to be slowed down here by hot drop.
Yep, Ender slowing this one way down before sending it forward into the hands of Kaznaz. Kaznaz coming off the boot, hits Average on the way in, looking for one more cut, but no good. That will be a little bit too low, and instead it'll be Bloop getting the recovery, but not quite the clear. That's going to bounce into the hands of Snipe instead. Now up high into the hands of Kaznaz, and a quick reset back to Ender. Ender under some pressure here from Citizen, looking for something, finds that pass over to Average, but oh no, maybe losing tracking, I'm not sure what, but either way, it goes back into the hands of Ender instead. Ender under that same pressure from Bloop gets this one high pass, looking for the goal is Kaznaz, but he hits the ding ring instead. Now into the hands of Ender, and he's going to lose tracking as well. This is not looking great for the side of tracking, but Snipe gets back to it, and Hot Drop will set up to have another go.
Yeah, they're going to reset this one back, but under some pressure is Average doing a good job of getting rid of that and getting the shield up. Cross pass coming in to Ender. Ender with some space, going to move that one in. Average coming in with the stun. Just help out a little bit and cause a little chaos in front of that net. And that is 2 points for Ender as they extend this lead now up 10-4. Some good consistent play coming in from Hot Drop, and they've got themselves a 6-point lead, and it has been very well earned. They've been in full control of this disc so far this round, and with only 4 minutes left on the clock, W does have to kind of slow the bleeding here if they want to stay competitive in this first round.
I mean, having control is an understatement here. Looking at the possession statistics, right now, Hot Drop has 70% of the possession time in this round. That is insane, and far more shots taken as well. But here comes Citizen driving in. Bibbity bobbity boo, the wish is granted. We have got the side of W on the board once again with that 2-pointer as they cut it down to just 4.
Yeah, 4-point lead. That's exactly what they needed here. With only 3 minutes left on the clock, time to start them rolling in. They've got the 2, and they need 4 more still, right? 6 plus 4 is 10. If they can do that, then we'd have ourselves a tie game. Kaznaz, though, trying very hard not to let that happen, is going to get it out away from the hands of Bloop, and it's going to get cleared here and coming all the way across, finding an opening there and clearing it all the way down, and they've got a stack coming in. That's Ender down below, looking for that shot, going to ding it off, but they're not out of it yet. Another ding, 2 dings back-to-back, both excellent scoring chances, but Bloop going to go blibbity bloopity bloop and send it out. They've got a good counterattack going on here. Jake on the floor, moving it up into the goal. That count him 2 more for Jake as they bring this to a 2-point game.
Jake on the floor strikes again. Man, I couldn't even say that with a straight face. But hey, you know what?
Nah.
What was once a very decisive lead here for the side of Hot Drop is now cut down to just 2 points. And with 2 minutes remaining on the clock, this is anybody's game. Now going to be into the hands of Ender. Ender looking to hit this cross and does to snipe. He's going to have the one-on-one opportunity with Giggity Gal and comes out on top with that 2-pointer. There we go. Hot Drop back on top with a 4-point lead.
Yeah, very tough to stop those as a goalie, especially if you've got a sharpshooter on the other side. Question, Psycho, do we get copyright claimed if we sing melodies on stream? Is that likely to happen?
Listen, I don't want to find out.
I mean, well, we'll see how I can push it until I get reprimanded once, then we'll call it back. Snipe! Moving back the other way with 3 points. Snipe! Back to back! Sharp shooting, getting that past the goalie in those one-on-one situations. And just when we thought W was climbing back into this with the power of Jake on the floor, no, Snipe answers back with a couple quick scores. They've got a 7-point lead here, minute 20 left on the clock, and that's not enough to really do much here. Really just kind of playing for momentum here. It's going to be Giggity Gal moving it up for W, seeing if they can get some more points on here before we're out.
I mean, yeah, they're going to have a couple quick strikes here if they want to do anything, and maybe this is how it starts. A Citizen sinks another 2. Listen, it's going to be tight, but it is not over just yet. W needs a couple quick goals here, and one of them has to be a 3. They have got to put up a brick wall right now up against Hot Drop. No more scores for them if they want a shot at taking this round. Let's see, though, any more points from Hot Drop, and this is a good round. We'll see. Kaznaz as the QB, playing this one slow before sending it over cross to Average. Average under pressure from the stack, but still gets that pass through to Ender, who's taking his time in the tunnel, working his way forward before hitting this crossover, but Citizen immediate pressure cannot quite force the turnover back into the hands of Ender. Ender getting the moves, they're getting into the bubble. Oh my goodness, Ender sinking out the 2, and while we may have a couple of seconds left on the clock for W, that will be the round. It's going to be Hot Drop taking it. It's just a matter of by how much.
Ender with the volleyball serve shot, tossing it up in the air and following through with the drive to knock that one past the goalie. 17-10 is going to be the final, barring a miracle, and it doesn't look like there's any miracles in the works here. Probably used them all up earlier games. But hey, 17-10 is the final. It is going to be a fairly decisive win for Hot Drop. We saw some back and forth there. Game kind of going in waves, kind of much like the games we've seen earlier this stream. As, you know, we saw a really good attempted to come back from W. They got really close, but couldn't quite manage to finish thanks to some good decisive sharpshooting from Snipe back the other way, retaking that lead and cementing the round for them.
Yep, absolutely great stuff from the side of Hot Drop. I mean, like you said, W getting barely, you know, just within reach, within 2 points, just not quite able to hold on to the momentum there. I mean, I'm super impressed by the control right now that we are seeing from this Hot Drop roster. Like I mentioned before we came into this game, the roster saw some changes, some very recent changes. I would imagine they have not had a ton of time to scrim together. And we've also got a league sub in, you know, although very, very good league sub, understands the game at its core. You can put him anywhere and he will play there. But all that said, they're exhibiting a level of chemistry that I didn't quite expect, but it is certainly paying off for them with the control as they work this up and down the arena. Even with the aggressive stacking coming out from W, they are still able to maintain control and play at their calm pace, and that is what you love to see.
Yeah, very true. Hot Drop coming in here, they look like a team that has more experience together, that knows what's going on, that has that team chemistry. So, you know, if they're looking that smooth here with a fairly fresh roster, excited to see what they look like once they've got a full roster interconnected. A good opening here. No, that's going to be denied. A quick shot going to be saved, but that's not enough because Average is going to steal this one back and tuck it in for 2 points. Very, very quick opener here as Hot Drop, they want to take this one in round 2.
Yep, absolutely. They want to, and they want to go home. No round 3 for W if they've got anything to say about it. But W, I'm sure, has other plans, and let's see if they can start it off here with this Joust advantage. It's Giggity Gal sending this one over to Citizen. Oh, Citizen not able to get rid of it in time. The stack had the read, and it's under on the ceiling after that steal. Sending this one over, cross, finding Snipe. Snipe eyeing up the backboard option, but maybe has to do it himself, and he does. Sinking in the 2 here for Hot Drop as they go on an early lead of 4 points and barely a minute into this game.
Yeah, something just feels a little off when you've got Snipe taking a short range shot. I mean, it just feels a little icky. It is going to be W coming out the tunnel here, trying to see if they can get their first points here. They're going to clear it up the right side. Citizen getting it down below. They've got a good quick counter here, but there is a goalie waiting in the wings, and that is a save. Getting just a piece of that. Taps the post a little, taps the hand a little, but stays out of the net importantly. Jake moving in, looking to the floor. No, looking for that bounce shot off the back. Had a teammate waiting in the wings to pick it up on the other end, and it is going to be scooped up. Going to send back to Giggity Gao from Bloop, and they maintain possession here. Bloop down below, juking around on the bottom, has Citizen throwing it up, but no, Kaznaz says no. Only Jake gets those from the floor, as it is going to be cleared. Not out, Giggity Gao keeping the minute, but no, Ender finally going to get the steal in clear, as Hot Drop with a chance of their own here.
Incredible defense there from the side of Hot Drop, but it is in fact going to be W getting there first, and Jake getting this clear all the way down. It's Ender there first, but Bloop right on his toes. The pass does get off, but Citizen with a beautiful steal there, getting the interception from Average, setting this one to Bloop. He's got the 1-on-1, and Bloop does not lose those. He will put in the 2 for W, getting them on the board in this round and cutting the lead down to just 2.
Yep, exactly what they needed, right? They'd been struggling to get those first points, right? We're a little over 2 minutes in, which I mean, not that long usually, but for master level games, these are usually very quick, very high scoring games. And so, you want to get yourself on the board before you fall too far behind here. And they did exactly that. So time to see now how Hot Drop is going to respond. It is going to be Average with the disc, sending it up ahead to Snipe. Snipe with a good move to buy some time, finding an open Ender. Ender with a lot of space here, eyeing up that goalie, waiting for teammates to come in. Just dancing around that geode, making time, waiting for the team to set up, doing an excellent job. And we'll be back to Snipe on the back line. Snipe going to send it back across. Average with the disc. Send it below. Good little bounce to Ender. Ender, under a little less pressure than he thought he was, and is going to lose this one. As back the other way comes W. It's going to be Citizen with a disc above. Citizen with the open goal. Able to turn that into 3. And that is a lead. A lead. W. Congrats.
Is that their first lead all game?
I think so.
Yeah, all right, there we go. W, the small W's lead to the big W's. So getting your first lead is where it starts, and let's see if they can keep it up, because they want a round 3. We'll see though, as here comes Hot Drop with another Joust advantage. It is going to be sent through, some awkward bouncing going on, and instead it's going to end up in the hands of Bloop instead of a Hot Drop player. Bloop sending this one to Jake. Jake sending this one all the way through, so very, very close, but it will be intercepted and saved there from Average.
Yeah, cleared up. Back and forth, though. An interesting little headbutt coming through. That disc is going to fly through with velocity. Getting near the goal, going to bounce away. But guess who's closest to it? Under the goal. That's Jake on the floor. Moving in on the back wall. Moving in under the goal. Passing it across. And that one is going to ding in. Snipe is going to get a piece of it. Not enough, though. W rolling now. Couple of back-to-back-to-back scores. Suddenly, they find themselves... 3 scores in a row. They were down 4-0. 7 unanswered points the other way, and they've got themselves a 3-point lead. Still 6 minutes left to go, but very positive sign coming in here for W.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up, as Average will send this one all the way through, taking an unfortunate bounce into the hands of Giggity Gao instead. Giggity just looking to get this one sent away, but Average with the read and the interception on the back line gets the pickup instead. Over to Kaznaz, down low now, looking for Ender. Ender sending it back to Kaznaz. Kaznaz under a little bit of pressure, goes back to Ender. The defense from W is pretty great right now. Citizen full pressuring Ender here. Oh, but Ender gets the dust. He didn't even need to do the Ender, sending this one to Kaznaz, who puts that one in for the 2 and gets this to within just 1 point.
Yeah, Snipe getting an excellent stun there to help set up that goal as we hit the midway point here. Very close game. We've had some interesting games like this where the games start out wide, it looks like it might be going to a blowout, and then kind of compresses back together. We get really close here for a minute or two. before one team usually explodes out in front again. And Snipe with the steal, potentially trying to set that up here. Ender with it, oh, with the duck. The dirty little duck is gonna put that one in, retaking that lead for Hot Drop. You got to be careful. This is what we've seen in so many games here today. The team that's losing will come back. They'll make a push. They'll make it real close. But then it all falls apart at the end. Right now is where they need to shut that down. They do not want that happening here. They got to get some points here on this counter.
Yep. Absolutely. Let's see if they can do it. Oh my goodness, Snipe with the read on that one, getting the stun. The long 3 attempt will not be good. Instead, it bounces into the hands of Citizen, but stolen away by Ender. They're not done yet. Ender on the post behind. Doing the twirl on the post to secure the 2-pointer. There we go. Hot Drop has re-extended this lead all the way up to 3 with 4 minutes remaining on the clock.
Don't you love it when you bring in a league sub and they lead the game and points scored? Because Ender's doing that here today. After not providing too much of a boost in the last game, Ender with 11 points and a game-leading 5 assists so far, being a real dominant force here. And look, there's another turnover. That's a one-on-one coming in. Oh, got 2 teammates coming in support. Why not? Snipe gonna put that one in for 2 points. I don't want to say I called it, but I mean, look at this. They got close, and now Hot Drop is just like, they've tightened it up. They've locked down their game, and they are putting on a show here, causing so many turnovers, turning the turnovers into points like a well-oiled machine.
I mean, if I were the side of W right now, I'd be taking the timeout because while it has been many, many points in a row here for the side of Hot Drop, they're still only up by 5. They've just got to, they've got to slow down, find a way to make this work. And maybe this is it. As I say that, Ender, the man himself, gets there to get the steal, gets this one stolen away and sends this one all the way through. Going to go off the back wall into the hands of not Ender, just not quite able to get there in time. And instead, it is going to be the W stack tracking that one down. Jake sending it through, connecting with Citizen. Citizen up high, looking for Bloop. Bloop looking for the goal, but not quite able to make that one work just yet. Instead, it will be recollected and reset by Citizen.
Do we call Bloop's mistakes bloopers?
Now we do.
Blooper with the disc is going to send this one above. No bloopers there. Is going to find Citizen. Citizen going to put it in. Exactly what W needed to stop this from spiraling too far out of control. It just needs to be like Bloop's been around for a bit. I feel like someone else has to have used that before, right?
Bloop is one of those players, he's been around for a bit, but I don't think something hit Bloop differently in this past offseason because he has rocketed up in the ranks of VRML. I've had the pleasure of watching his progress a little bit, and it has been outstanding. He is the player to watch. But anyway, getting back into this game, because guess what? They still have to go win this round 2. It's going to be Bloop, the man himself. Speak of the devil, he will get the disc. He's going to send this one over to Jake, who is not on the floor, but looking for the long 3 anyway, off the backboard. Very, very close, but guess who's there to recollect? It's Bloop, getting the 2 and getting this game to within 1 point.
Yeah, very, very close. If only Jake had been a little lower in the arena before taking that shot, probably would have gone in. But hey, great job, excellent job by Bloop following that up, being exactly where you need to be to pick up that rebound, and they've brought this back to within 1, kind of bucking the trend here. Is able to climb this back, and they've re-established it's only a 1-score game here, and a chance at a counterattack here as Bloop is on the ceiling, got some teammates coming in, the teammates providing some traffic in front. W back in front, minute on the clock. Are we gonna see a round 3 here for the first time tonight? I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to guess.
Here's what I bet you happens here. Hot Drop is going to come out, play the possession game, burn as much time as possible before sinking in their points, and leave W with as little as possible. We'll see. That's just the prediction. As Kaza sends this one over to average, but Citizen with the read. Oh my goodness, it's going to be Bloop getting the tap off to Jake with an open a goal. That one will be in. That is going to go off the backboard for the 3, and I do believe that puts W in the lead out of mathematical.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Wow, they did it! Ladies and gentlemen, W with the comeback here. They needed to do it twice. One comeback early on, a later comeback, but they've done it. They've done enough to force around 3, and we will be going here between W and Hot Drop. A couple consolation points coming in there for Hot Drop, but it will not be enough. Good job on them to get out and move it quickly, and had to score really, really quickly. I think precision quickly, but it's not going to be enough here. Time's going to tick down on them, and W is going to take that round. 16-4, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to a round 3 between these two master teams. You got W, freshly minted out of Challenger Cup, and you've got Hot Drop, the reigning master team. I wouldn't say like champion. I don't know how did Hot Drop finish last year? I feel like they were decent, but not like.
I mean, they are a veteran master team, and
Yeah.
while they may not be like top 3, they are still a veteran master team, and that takes a lot to be in a position where they, I don't think, have even had to play a Challenger Cup yet since getting in, and that is nothing to scoff at. Even if it is just mid-master, they're still sitting in mid-master, which is better than 99% of the league. So we cannot, you can't put any disrespect on Hot Drop like that. But looking at these stats really quick to do some actual analysis, the stats over on W tell an interesting story here. I mean, pretty indicative of what's been going on. Citizen, the points leader over there with 11 points, has been putting in the long bombs. Giggity may not be contributing much on offense, but he is running that back line and has 3 saves to his name. Bloop and Jake on the floor have just been killing it in the assist department, 4 each. And that number is only beat by Ender over on the side of Hot Drop. And man, do we have to talk about Ender, because while you said it best, didn't provide too much imbalance in that previous game, but Ender has come out so strong in this game, definitely proving himself here with this side. On the side of Hot Drop. I mean, he doesn't need to prove himself. He's Ender, but he's killing it. That's all.
Yeah, Ender the wild card we didn't know we needed, but has certainly made this one an interesting one. Citizen with the disc here as W looks to pick up where they left off. They've got the numbers. They've got the 3-on-2 coming in here up above to Citizen. Citizen gonna tuck that one in around the back, assisted by Bloop. W, if you're wanting to keep that momentum going, which I suspect you are, that is exactly how you do it. Up 2-0 now. And all eyes on Hot Drop now. Hot Drop, how are you going to react? What's going on? You gave up the lead here. What are you going to do?
Yep. We will see how they plan to answer back. It's Kazna sending this one over to Average. Average sending this one over cross, connecting with Ender in the trap, who fires this one over to Snipe. Under pressure here from the stack, just gets rid of it, and it is going to be intercepted by Giggity. Great coordination there between the stack and the backliner, but Giggity waits a little too long to get rid of it, and it's sent back the other way, bouncing off the shield into the hands of Kaznaz. Kaznaz looking for the goal once again, but off the shield, and this one will be slapped away, but not out just yet, as it is back into the hands of Kaznaz. Now over to Ender. Ender under some pressure hits this high pass over to Snipe, who hits the reset. Hot Drop sets up again.
Yeah, set up again, then they've got open targets and they keep using them, slowly advancing it forward back when they need to. But once they hit the bubble, they hit a wall. W doing a very good job of covering in that bubble, are able to take this and turn it into a clear the other way. But good stacks coming back. Kaznaz with the disc, gonna clear this one through. Oh, even better back stacks coming in from W. They're gonna pick this one up. They've sent it in. Oh, just gonna miss Citizen, but they've still got the numbers 3-on-1. If they can just get on this in the bubble and get it towards the goal. It's getting in towards the goal.
No.
Oh my goodness, Ender with the save, but not able to get the clear. Gonna ding that one in off the post. And Ender, double agent?
Hey, Ender, it's not a pub, bud. You can't take it through that way. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You scare me. Please don't beat me up at a pub. All right, here we go. It's going to be Hot Drop with the joust advantage. Kaznaz sending this one over, cross-connecting with Ender. Now over to Snipe. Under pressure from that stack. That stack from W has been incredible all night, but it is finally broken, but it doesn't matter because Citizen has the reads. He'll send this one forward up to Bloop. Open goal, and we know what he does with those. That will go in for the 3, and W is on quite a roll right now, 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, the big question is Ender going to be at Lanada to beat you up in an actual pub? I check. I don't know necessarily the names of all who's there, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And if you haven't got your tickets, too late to sign up for the tournament. But as Psycho's telling me, it is so much fun just being there in person, and it is gonna be a great time. Lots of big name players and casters coming out there. It should be a great time. But I'll get off my soapbox for a second here because W is. They're rolling right now. They have yet to give up a point so far this round. They're looking to take this in the 3rd round with the comeback, but back the other way is Hot Drop, trying to see if they can do anything about that. Average moving in, ding up the top, finding that top hot pocket, and they're going to put that win in, finally getting themselves on the board here, dropping that lead to 5. You okay,
Finding
Psycho?
he said finding that top hot pocket, and I just imagine like, oh, you scored. Here's your hot pocket. I'm sorry, that was really dumb. All right, here we go. Back to the games. Psycho tries to collect yourself. This one's gonna be Citizen. Looking to score the 3, but it's gonna be intercepted instead by Cass. I need to turn it over. I need water. You go ahead.
Welcome to Squirrelcast here on Channel 1. It is going to be Citizen back picking this one up. Looking for a teammate, not too worried under pressure, has time, looks and locates a teammate before the pressure comes in. It is Bloop. Bloop looking to clear it ahead, gets a good bounce over to Jake. Jake sending it across to Giggity Gow. Giggity Gow in for 2 points. A great answer back the other way for W. They've got restored a 7-point lead here. Still 6 minutes on the clock, but hey, a 3-score lead is nothing to scoff at. At least I wouldn't dare. Psycha, maybe another story. But, you know, time to see here how Hot Drop responds. Back to you, Psycha. No squeaks, please.
Leave me alone. We do have a word sneak that came through, and I will not be reading exactly that, but I will say if you check out Razor Dash on YouTube, he has an excellent tutorial for how to set up Spark Mini, which, by the way, you need to learn how to use if you were a Quest user so that you can give a Spark link to the caster so that you can be casted just like this on this here channel. So you should like totally check that out. Okay, getting back into the game now. It's going to be Snipe sending this one over to Ender. Ender getting through the defender. Maybe gonna have this one-on-one. No, makes it a 1-on-2 with that cut over to Kaznaz, and Kaznaz will sink that one in for the 2-pointer. We are back to within just 5 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Good answer and exactly what Hot Drop needed. Razor Dash in chat, you just bought a shout out. Hey, I would like you to know I can't speak for all casters, but I absolutely can be bought. So just reach out and we'll see what we can do. I will sell out for I will sell it for anything and everything. Have I told you about these excellent HyperX headphones I'm wearing? They're the wireless cloud alphas. I definitely shelled out to HyperX for those, and they have been great, so I will tell you all about them. But no, coming back the other way is Jake. Jake, first attempt not gonna fall, but the second one behind the back, gonna tuck that one in. Jake, been putting in some work here today, quietly, but nonetheless effectively, and has reestablished that lead. They're holding on to this 7-point lead, not really giving it up.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the side of Hot Drop, I'd be considering the timeout because, you know, while they're it's better now. They're going, you know, more toe to toe. They can't keep going toe to toe. They have got a 7-point lead to climb back from, and unless they get something figured out with the momentum or just putting a stop to W, it is not looking good for them as we approach the 4-minute remaining mark here in round 3. But we'll see. We got to get through this volley first before they can make a decision, and that's Citizen sending that one through to Jake. But what a grab there from Kaznaz. Down low, cross looking for the bounce for the waiting stack, but instead it's going to be read by Bloop. Bloop feeding this one through, but the stack is already together here for the side of Hot Drop, but pocket picked by Bloop and then stolen away by Ender. Ender getting that grab from him and sending it away where will be recollected by Kaznaz, looking for that ceiling shot, but Giggity Gow on the back line says, "Get out of my house," and gets that one sent away.
I believe he said giggity get out. As it is going to be Ender with the steal, moving up, doing a good job to read that bounce, but hey, here comes the stack. Oh, I really thought they had the stun there, but no, Ender somehow dodges it, getting across the teammate, bang, bang, boom, Average going to put that one in. They've dropped this lead back to 5. The question is, can they keep dropping it? So far, they haven't been able to. Every point has been answered right back by W so far this round after dropping the first and pulling the comeback in the second. W's in charge here. They're in charge of their own fate. If they can keep answering back to every Hot Drop score, they're going to be fine. So let's just see if they can do it. No, this is exactly what they didn't want because Kaznaz is going to get the steal and they're going to look to move it back here as Hot Drop. But a wayward pass will do away with that plan as Bloop going to get this one cleared.
Yep, Bloop sending this one all the way through. More points here, especially 3 would be devastating, but that will go off of the shoulder instead, bouncing into the hands of Average. Average under a little bit of pressure there from Jake on the floor, sends this one all the way through where it will be picked up by Bloop. Bloop sending this one right back where it came from. We're going to see a stack race here. Jake getting to it first, but the defense getting home, so he's forced to send this one over to Citizen to buy a little bit of time. Citizen hitting this reset back to Bloop. Bloop under some pressure, waits a bit too long. Average with a great read, a great steal, and a great send on through. Where are the stacks? This is the opportunity that Hot Drop has been looking for, and yes, indeed, it's Kaznaz there first, sinking in the 3, and there we go. Hot Drop back to within just 2.
Oh, we got ourselves a 2-point game, 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, we got ourselves a round 3. Am I too optimistic for hoping we get a round 3 overtime? Could be. So yeah, W watching this lead slip away as much as Hot Drop did in that second round. They really gotta get some points here. Oh my goodness, such a chance here. That's an open goal missed, but second attempt, that's gonna be tapped in. Bloop gonna tuck that one in, restoring that 2-score lead critically. Wonder T-Man
Wonder.
asking about round 4. I mean, how many? There has to be a limit to how many overtimes you can do, right? Round 4 should be possible.
I mean, but for real though, I mean, every point from this point matters. We are a minute and a half. More points from W would be devastating to Hot Drop. They need to score. They need to get this back within 2 or 1. And here comes Ender to do just that, hitting the cut for good measure because he's not selfish like that. Hits that cut over to Snipe, who sinks it for the 2. And we are back to within 2 points here in round 3.
No, indeed. Ender is a very not selfish person here today, as that is the eighth game-leading 8th assist from Ender coming in so far, doing a great job of setting up those teammates that aren't really his teammates, but he's doing an admirable job of subbing here today. That's a 2-point lead, but Jake on the ceiling. Oh, he's upside down. It's still a floor. Jake is going to send this one down to Citizen. Citizen moving in with some space, has an open teammate on the post. This could pretty much do it. Bloop is going to tuck that one in. 40 seconds on the clock here. W might have just stamped their way into their first master win.
I mean, yeah, it is not, I don't even think it's possible anymore. They've got 5 seconds to put in 2 goals. Doesn't matter if they're 3s or 2s. We'll see. Stranger things have happened. Here comes Hot Drop. They need to score like right here, right now. Headbutt coming through, and it's looking good as it bounces into the hands of Snipe. Snipe over cross finds Kaznaz. Kaznaz driving his way in, but gets denied by Citizen, stuffing out any spark of hope that this squad may have had to take this game, and instead it is going to be into the hands of Bloop. Bloop sinking that one in for good measure. It's going to be W taking this one in 3 rounds.
Yeah, W, what can we say? We watched a couple games here where some comebacks were started, but teams weren't able to finish. And then W comes in here and does what the others just couldn't. Great job coming in here from W to kind of, pull it together, right? It's one thing to kind of start chaining some points and starting a comeback, but finishing it against a quality established team like Hot Drop, incredible stuff from them here today. Very well-deserved win. And W, welcome to Master. Please enjoy your stay.
100%. Congratulations to W, and very, very hard fought from the side of Hot Drop. I mean, very, very close, but in the end, W just coming out on top, and congratulations to them for their win. That is going to be it here for us on Channel 1. We had 3 matches tonight, but that was the 3rd, so that means we are going to get on out of here. Offbeat, do you have anything? Oh, is it a coincidence? I think not.
A triangle has 3 sides?
Oh, I thought you were making a W.
Well, yeah, that's the point. 3 games and W.
Yeah.
Coincidence. 3 rounds?
All right. Anyway, I have been Psychaotic. This has been Offbeat in the booth with me. Wonder T-Man's running the cams, running the show, doing everything that he does to make sure these streams happen. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching these with us. We hope you have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next time.